so I realized I didn't press the record button, but we just finished getting the silver key, and what a coincidence this relic came up 45 days ago as the new relic. So the new relic happens to be a silver key. Who knows what it opens? Treasure, loot, doors, potentially doors to vehicles. What a coincidence, right? Haha. I didn't actually plan that. It just happened that the loot rotation of the tons of relics here just so happens that the one that came up was the silver key. I'm sure that there's a few in here that you could probably connect to vehicles somehow, but to get to vehicles anyway, I kind of need to restart the map because I have a new idea for an interesting playthrough, which I don't need a big map like this, and as much as I like this big map, it doesn't run very well in any other speed. In fact, it just kind of runs on speed 1 all the time, which is not necessarily a problem. Or it doesn't run at all because it's lagging because something's happening. But either way, there's a few mods I would like to remove, but I'm going to have to do a mod video. But before I do that, we're going to abandon this base. But this base is going to be abandoned in the charge of Fozier, who's going to be our mech lord or something like that. Mechanator. Mechlink? What is that called? Mechlink. Mechanoids. Mechanator. They're going to be a Mechanator. And they're basically going to be able to control this entire base with mechanoids. So they have, you know, nuclear power, medbay, medical, chem, nutramine, nutrient paste, farms, alcohol, penthouse, royal rooms, giant cannons, research labs, clones, genetics, factory stuff, whatever. So effectively Fozier is going to be ruling over this and supplying things. So if I ever need to do new series or something like that, there is a colony that can produce and send materials and supplies as far as it needs to be and as far as it can in an effort to supply and keep House TUO going. And I can't leave right now because apparently you're in the thing still, and Lilith needs to come back because Lilith is on a quest. I'm not sure what quest because I can't find it in this whole list of quest things that I went through. It's somewhere in here that Lilith needed to go do something in somewhere. I mean, I could also probably just leave Lilith, but I need to save the character. But yeah, everyone's going to be coming except Fozier, because Fozier's going to be becoming the Mech Lord and controlling this place, and whoever's Fozier friends. Fozier, do you have friends? You do. Hadriel's staying. Throsia can stay, why not? Throsia can stay with Bates. There you go. That splits some people off. I don't know how I'm gonna do this because theoretically if I start a new if I start a new colony, I could maybe start a new colony on this map. I just don't know how to do mod changes. What I need is a persistent world, sort of. But if I do start a new colony, I effectively load all these people in, and then I move, you know, the selected people out into an outpost, and then they sit in an outpost, which is what I'm going to do. Because I currently have this outpost over here with all these people in it, which are people we found along the way and a baby that got born. Which, by the way, turns out these clones, you can just feed them Pepsi and milk, and they get strong. That's what I put in these vat things. We just fed them Pepsi and chocolate and milk, and it worked out well. Look at all these clones. Nope, not that one, I guess. Look at these clones. They look normal. That looks like a normal person. Smooth head, yellow eyes. Like a well-adjusted human thing. Anyway, yeah, I need to, I would like to move on, because I have a neat idea with a bunch of mods that came out for an interesting idea for a base mod pack thing. So, I get to, let this run, and then record myself talking over all the mods again, and then try to figure out how to put music to it. That's not, bad music. Welcome. Everyone's here. So from last time, you know me, the main character, The thing that I need to fix on this main character, though, is add a thing that was on the workshop. Endling, by choice, by tragedy, or simply by the slow and agonizing passage of time, Rumor is the last of his kind. It is impossible for him to meet anyone he knew previously. This removes all of the social things, so adding that should mean that there's no family on the character pre-generated. I didn't need to do that because I already deleted it with character editor, but that's something I needed to do. We've captured 2 Nephilim, right? Yes, Nephilim. So they're basically literal angels. And yes, they are wearing Space Marine UAC armor. I don't know why they're white colored armor. They should have dyed it, but whatever. They can go do stuff. I can also go do stuff. And then we have clones. We have clones. Boreas, Belzeal, Citri, Hadrianel. Oh wait, you're a clone? You're not a clone. Hadriel's not a clone. Don't ignore Hadriel. Vo, Mitzriel, Azriel, Kamiel, Shaxiel, and Rekan. And then we have the children. We have Throsia, Pelagia, and Foger. And then Bates here is the husband of one of them, and someone else was too. And then yeah, so Azrael is the lover of Pelagia, and Pelagia is the child of Murmur. So it's a stepfather and a clone. So oh, okay. Wait a minute. I think I broke the relations. No, that's right. Yeah. Pelagia and Azrael. And then the clone stepfather, father. Anyway, look, they're clones, right? It's not, this isn't Sea Carry 3. This is clearly Oblivion from the music. No, but I need to figure out how to somehow roll this onward, because as you can maybe tell if I zoom out, I have a pretty good base going, pretty sprawling. We've got a giant pit for the autocannon, giant autocannon to shoot things down. We have a sciencey lab. We have a prison cell. Whatever the hell I was doing there. Giant fancy room with stuff in it. Giant fancy throne room with stuff in it. There's a heartbeat noise. I don't know if that's supposed to be from something in here. I just noticed it at one point. But yeah, these are all drain caskets. And specifically tailored xenotype to provide blood, so it's like the Matrix or something, but worse. Anyway, vanilla vehicles expanded and the vehicle framework came out, and that means that to technically roll everything into that, I would need to redo and move on with this this scenario. So we would go from 21-year base to a new area with some of these pawns, but I already have the research and stuff sort of planned out, and the idea that I wanted to do means that I need to take a certain amount of pawns, and I could continue rolling with main character, and the only problem is that if I do that, the idea I have for the next scenario sort of doesn't make sense, so I kind of need to make a copy like a clone. So the thing is that I need to wait until Lilith comes back from a quest before I can do that, because it happens to be one of these. Alright, well, I just went through all these quests and I can't find it. Anyway, so this is just the basic not send off, but the mods shouldn't have changed that much, but I am going to move on from the colony. I do like the mountain base that I built out and this giant map size. Yep. Hello and welcome to the new RimWorld thingy. So we're in a new place. This is in a golden forest, which is it's made of gold. That's what I'm saying. It's from that Dark Souls thing. Yep, the Elden Souls. Anyway, so the main point of this is going to be that we're going to survive in this this new area with the help of a spaceport that will be able to produce resources for us fairly quickly from the other people here. So Lilith, Hosier, Throja, Bates, and Herdrill, they stayed behind, and that's gonna pretend to be the other base sending supplies here. So the goal with this is there's a new storyteller, Mr. Norbit Nebulous here, who's a VidTuber, and he basically he sends things and events when the wealth gets higher or something like that, and we're sitting at 356,000 wealth right now, so this is gonna go well. I didn't set up this properly yet. There we go, that's better. So we've brought in all the clones from last time, plus Milo, Per, and Ol. These three are Nephilim, right? Nephilim? Yeah, Nephilim. They're basically angels, but they're not as strong as the clones of the fallen Seraph, Archite Seraph. Murmur, me, the main character insert. Anyway, so with Real Worms, there's a huge stack of resources here that I'm just gonna say that it's fine because it's mostly just junk resources, or not junk resources, but it's mostly steel, which I didn't actually think was there, and I didn't notice it on the map before. But I did play a little bit before as well. Apparently, if I go... Really? So if I go to deconstruct this door, right, it's gonna take some time to lag and then rebuild what's in here, because apparently there's just a bunch of Persona Monoswords in here, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And I thought, well, there is 9 of them, or 8 of them in here, and we happen to have 9 of the clones. They could each take a monosword, except maybe Ezreal, who has a, you know, monosword, plasma sword, I mean, which I just realized all their weapons are whatever that is. Now these monoswords aren't particularly great, so so the main goal of this playthrough before the next one is that effectively just survive. The main goal I have is to set up a nuclear reactor for energy and fend off waves, and I think it's going to be kind of difficult to continuously fend off waves. I have no idea how well it's going to work out, but everyone in this group is very overpowered, the clones especially, but Pelagia and the normal pawns supposedly are not as powerful, but they're still stronger than base RimWorld pawns. So pretty much all of the things we're gonna fight are probably fine to, or probably not that hard to kill. I think I have a ton of resources that I probably won't need any. I had the pawns go around and get rid of all. Oh, there we go. There's our first wave. So there's a mad squirrel. The Yiddikin are raiding us, and a mechanoid cluster dropped. So let's go deal with the Yiddikin cluster first, because they're probably going to be easier to deal with. I do need to still do some things with the actual gameplay. You got shot. We do need to grow Angel's Grace as well, which is going to be kind of annoying to deal with. Angel's Grace is the drug that everyone depends on, which it's the drug that everyone's addicted to and will then need to you know, grow and consume to survive. And with that, and with the destruction of this mechanoid cluster, I think I'm going to round off this 20 minutes of editing that I just did. I'm also gonna need to fix microphone and also change loudness or something. I don't remember. I wrote it down somewhere. But thank you for watching, because I need to make an ending thing and I forgot to record one before. You can also like or subscribe, because I hear that's what you do and that's how you end a video, right?